Have you ever stopped to think about the story behind your favorite meal? That spicy curry, that comforting bowl of pasta, that delicious taco? It's more than just food. It's a journey. It's a story of people who traveled across oceans and continents, carrying their most precious treasures, their recipes. Immigration is the secret ingredient that has forever changed what's on our plates. It's a beautiful, ongoing story of how new neighbors bring new flavors, transforming our towns, our kitchens, and our hearts. This incredible exchange doesn't just add variety to our diets, it weaves new threads into the very fabric of our culture, making it richer, more vibrant, and honestly, infinitely more delicious. Food is a universal language, a way we can say, "This is who I am," without speaking a single word. When immigrants arrive in a new land, they bring with them the tastes of home. They bring memories of family gatherings, of festive celebrations. At first, these dishes might be shared only within their own communities, a way to hold on to their identity in an unfamiliar place. But soon, the irresistible aromas begin to drift out from their kitchens, catching the attention of curious neighbors. This is how the magic begins. Think about the incredible diversity you can find in a single city block today. Vietnamese pho shop, Mexican taqueria, Ethiopian restaurants serving injera and dora wat, Italian pizzeria. This delicious landscape is a direct result of generations of immigrants who had the courage to share their culinary heritage. They weren't just selling food, they were offering an invitation to experience their culture, to taste their history, and to share in their joy. It's a culinary adventure available right outside our front doors. This delicious story is as old as time itself. Long before we had bustling modern cities, people were on the move, and their food traveled with them. Think about the humble tomato. Can you imagine Italian food without it? Yet, for centuries, there were no tomatoes in Italy. They were brought over from the Americas in the 16th century. But once they did, they forever changed Italian cuisine, giving us the rich red sauces we love today. Another powerful story comes from the United States. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, millions of Italian immigrants arrived, bringing with them their love for pasta, garlic, olive oil. At the time, these ingredients were unfamiliar to many Americans. They opened small family-run trattorias in neighborhoods like Little Italy in New York City, serving hearty plates of spaghetti and meatballs. What started as comfort food for fellow immigrants soon captured the hearts and stomachs of the entire nation. The same thing happened in the United Kingdom with the arrival of immigrants from South Asia. After World War II, many people from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, bringing with them the complex and aromatic spices of their homelands. They opened curry houses, which at first served their own communities. Soon, however, the British people developed a deep affection for these warm, flavorful dishes. Chicken tikka masala, a dish that was likely invented in the UK by a Bangladeshi chef, is now considered a national dish. And let's not forget about the influence of German immigrants on American food culture. When they settled in the Midwest in the 19th century, they brought with them a tradition of sausage making and communal gatherings. The Frankfurter, which they brought from their homeland, was eventually placed in a bun, sold at baseball games and street fairs, becoming the iconic American hot dog. From backyard barbecues to 4th of July celebrations, this simple food, brought to America by immigrants, has become a symbol of American leisure and community, enjoyed by everyone, everywhere. Today, this incredible exchange of flavors is happening faster than ever before. In our big cities and small towns, the modern melting pot is bubbling over with delicious new possibilities. Walk through Jackson Heights, Queens, bustling food carts, Tibetan momos, Colombian arepas, Indian dosas. These street food vendors are entrepreneurs, cultural ambassadors, and chefs all rolled into one. They offer an affordable and authentic taste of their home, creating vibrant, delicious spaces where people from every background can come together to eat, chat, and connect. The supermarket aisle is another place where this beautiful story unfolds. 20 years ago, finding lemongrass, finding gochujang, finding halloumi cheese. Now these items are commonplace in major grocery chains everywhere. Your weekly shopping trip has become a global journey, where you can pick up Italian pasta, Mexican tortillas, and Thai curry paste all in one place. ready to create your own fusion masterpiece at home. But the most heartwarming examples happen in smaller, more personal settings. Maybe it's a neighborhood potluck where one family brings a fragrant Persian stew, another brings a spicy Jamaican jerk chicken, and another contributes a classic American apple pie. In these moments, food becomes the ultimate icebreaker. Sharing a dish you made with love is a gesture of friendship and openness. It opens the door to conversations about family traditions, about life back home, and about the experiences that have shaped who we are. It's in these simple, shared meals that strangers become neighbors, and neighbors become friends. Even in smaller towns far from the bustling diversity of a major city, the change is palpable. A new family moves in and opens a small restaurant, the first of its kind in the area. At first, locals might be hesitant, but curiosity often wins. A high school student tries sushi for the first time. A farmer discovers the joy of a warm falafel sandwich. And suddenly, the town's palate has expanded. These small businesses become community hubs, places where people gather not just for a meal, but for a new experience. They bring a taste of the wider world to communities, reminding us that we are all connected no matter where we live. Festivals are where the joy of food and culture truly comes alive. These vibrant celebrations are an open invitation for everyone to join in the fun. Food is almost always the main attraction. Think of a Lunar New Year festival in a city's Chinatown. The streets are filled with the sounds of drums, the sight of dragon dances, the incredible smells of food stalls, savory dumplings, sweet sesame balls. People from every culture line up to taste these special treats. It's a moment of pure collective joy, where food is the star that brings everyone together under the glow of red lanterns. Or picture a Cinco de Mayo celebration in a city park in Chicago or Los Angeles. The air is filled with the sounds of mariachi music, the sizzle of carne asada on the grill. Families and friends gather on picnic blankets, tacos, elote, churros. While the holiday commemorates a specific moment in Mexican history, its celebration has been embraced by people of all backgrounds as a joyful expression of Mexican-American culture. It's a day to celebrate community, heritage, and the simple pleasure of sharing delicious food with the people you care about. These festivals are not just about eating. They are about participating in a living tradition. When you attend a Greek festival and taste freshly made lukumades, honey puffs, you are connecting with a heritage that stretches back thousands of years. When you enjoy a samosa at a Diwali festival, you are sharing in the Festival of Lights, a celebration of good over evil. Food at these events is a gateway to understanding. It's a delicious form of education. Even on a smaller scale, food-centered celebrations create powerful bonds. Consider Thanksgiving, a quintessentially American holiday. The traditional turkey, stuffing, a family from El Salvador might add pupusas to the table. This is not about replacing tradition, but about expanding it. It's a beautiful reflection of what the modern family looks like, a blend of histories, heritages, and of course, delicious foods. The journey of immigrant food often begins in the humble family kitchen. This is the sacred space where recipes are not written down and are passed from one generation to the next through observation and practice. It's where a grandmother teaches her grandchild the precise way to fold a dumpling, the exact amount of spice to add to a stew, measuring not with cups, but with her heart. These kitchens are the guardians of culinary history, preserving the authentic tastes of home. The meals made here are expressions of love, identity, resilience. From these family kitchens, the next step is often a small, family-run restaurant. These establishments are born from a desire to share that love and tradition with a wider audience. They are often run on a shoestring budget, with every family member pitching in. The mother might be the head chef, the father might manage the front, and the children might help out after school. These restaurants become pillars of their communities, places where fellow immigrants can find a taste of home and where new customers can embark on a culinary adventure. They are not just businesses, they are legacies built on hard work and a passion for food. As these foods gain popularity, something magical happens. They begin to influence the wider culinary landscape. Chefs in high-end five-star restaurants who may have grown up eating these dishes in their neighborhoods start incorporating those flavors into their own fine dining menus. Suddenly, you might see a deconstructed banh mi on a tasting menu or a foam made from the spices of a classic mole. This is a sign of ultimate acceptance and respect. It's an acknowledgement that the flavors and techniques from these immigrant kitchens are just as sophisticated and worthy of celebration as traditional French cuisine, traditional Italian cuisine. This journey from the home kitchen to the fine dining table is a story of empowerment. It elevates the status of these cuisines and honors the generations of home cooks who kept these traditions alive. It also inspires a new generation of chefs from immigrant backgrounds to embrace their heritage with pride. They are now opening their own acclaimed restaurants, not by hiding their culture, but by celebrating it. They are winning awards, writing cookbooks, becoming culinary stars, all while paying homage to the simple, delicious food their parents and grandparents taught them to make. It's a full-circle story of flavor, family, and triumph. When we look at the story of food and immigration, we see a powerful and undeniable truth. Food brings people together. In a world that can sometimes feel divided, the dinner table remains a place of unity. Sharing a meal is one of the most basic and profound human experiences. It breaks down barriers, it fosters understanding, it builds bridges between cultures. When you share bread with someone, you are sharing more than just sustenance. You are sharing peace, friendship, mutual respect. This simple act has the power to turn strangers into friends, and to build stronger, more compassionate communities. The future of food is a beautiful tapestry woven from the threads of countless cultures. Exciting fusions, new traditions being born, old traditions being cherished and shared. The next delicious trend might come from a small village in a country you've never been to, brought over by a family seeking a new beginning. We should welcome these new flavors with open hearts and hungry appetites, because with each new dish that arrives, our world becomes a little richer, a little more interesting, and a lot more flavorful. Our plates will only continue to get more exciting. This ongoing story of culinary exchange gives us so much hope. It shows us that people from different backgrounds can not only coexist, but can also come together to create something beautiful and new. Every time we choose to eat at a restaurant owned by an immigrant family, try a new ingredient at the grocery store, or share a dish at a neighborhood potluck, we are participating in this positive story. We are casting a vote for a world that is more open, more connected, and more understanding. We are celebrating diversity in the most delicious way possible. So the next time you sit down to eat, take a moment to savor the journey that brought that food to your plate. Think of the hands that planted the seeds, the cooks that perfected the recipe, and the brave travelers who carried it across the world. Your meal is a piece of living history, a symbol of human connection, and a taste of our shared future. Food is so much more than what we eat. It is the story of who we are, where we come from, and who we can become together. It is, and always will be, the great unifier,